We often get a lot of questions from customers on how to drill small holes in your glass. And we have a lot of people that will use diamond points for this. That is the wrong thing to use for drilling a small hole in your glass. They'll often want to take something like these centered diamond points that we carry in something like a cylinder shape to try and drill a hole in their glass. Well, these are not really made for drilling. These are made for carving and doing surface work on your glass. These particular points are a centered diamond point, so there's diamond all the way through it. What happens when you try and drill through the glass with something like this is you'll end up overheating the tip. It will melt metal over the top of the diamond and it will stop drilling. And you'll think, oh great, these things don't last at all. I spent a fortune for them. No, they're great. They last a really long time, but they're not meant for drilling through the glass and going through that much glass. They are really meant for carving and shaping the glass a little bit on the surface. So you'll oftentimes see people using either something like that cylinder point or even something like these flame points to try and drill through their glass. It's a bad idea. These are useful for after you have drilled a hole in your glass for things like reaming out a larger hole if you need it, or for beveling the edges of the hole if you need to. So they're excellent for that and can be used in conjunction with small drills for drilling those small holes in your glass and cleaning them up or widening them if need be. But don't try and use any kind of diamond point to drill through your glass. You want a small diameter drill of some sort. And we carry a number of different examples of those that you can use. Our most popular design is going to be these small diameter drills called triple ripple drills that are made by Abrasive Technology. Now these drills are a solid surface kind of wire drill that has diamond electroplated to the tip of the drill. They are called triple ripples because they will have small flutes on the end of the piece, so it's not quite solid and allows for both swarf when you're drilling and water to get through so that it drills more efficiently through your glass, basically grinding through your glass. It's hard to tell on these even up close where those flutes are, but believe me, they're there. 3 little small flutes in this drill, and they have brazed diamond, which is basically a form of electroplating, on the end of the tip, which makes them incredibly aggressive. They go through the glass very nicely. You can typically expect through a single layer of glass to get around 20 to 25 holes out of these. So they're not going to last a whole long time, but you're up against physics there. These are really small surface areas for plating diamond onto, and the diamond's going to wear out relatively quickly, especially the thicker the glass you try and go through, but these are the best choice for trying to go through your glass. Now we do offer some less expensive versions of these small core drills. We both have a core drill version that has diamond on the outside and on the edge and does not have anything through the middle of the drill. So these will give you a good long lifespan to them because they're not grinding as much surface away as a solid tip on there. So same thing, you're going to get around 20-25 holes on a single layer piece of glass with these if used correctly. We also offer what are called core drill reamers, which are more of a solid surface tip. These are better for trying to make a larger hole out of an existing hole that you've made if you need to. So they'll go in that and grind that area a little bit better on the sides to widen that hole a bit. But you can try and use them as well to drill through your glass, and they should work all right. You're just going to blunt this edge diamond a little bit faster while your side diamond is still going to be effective. So you can always try and drill through with this until this wears out, and then use it as a reamer to try and widen holes after you use another drill because the diamond on the side of this will still be good. So let's show you how these work in comparison to using a diamond point. So what I have in my drill press right now is the triple ripple drill. So I've just got it chucked into my drill press. You can use this in a regular drill press. You can use it in a Dremel bit. Dremel makes a drill press attachment. You can use it in your Fordham handpiece. Fordham also makes a drill press attachment. Drill presses are the easiest way to use this because you're going to have more control over it. You can always use this just in your regular Dremel or your regular Fordham if you want to. A handheld drill gets a little more complicated trying to get this correct because they're a little more unwieldy, but a drill press is always the best option. As with anything that you're doing with glass, you want to use water. So since these drill bits are small, you're going to have to do them submerged. So I've got my little tray here that we have waterproofed. I've got my water in there, and I've got a piece of glass that I'm going to drill a small hole in right here. But I want to first put a little piece of foam underneath to give it something to back up against. So it'll be a little bit easier to go through the glass. So I've got my piece submerged underneath the water. I'm going to turn on my drill press. And with any drilling that you do through glass, you don't want to go all the way through the glass like you're going through a piece of wood. You want to go up and down and up and down and up and down so you can be able to reduce the swarf, move it out of the way, get water to go in there and flush it out so it cleans it out, keeps it cool, and keeps your diamonds lasting longer. So it's an up and down motion to go through the glass. And you can see I've got glass developing right there. I'm just doing an up and down motion to clean out that swarf as I'm drilling, going a little bit deeper each time, taking my time. I'm not in a hurry. If you speed up and you're in a hurry, you can end up cracking your glass or knocking big chips out, wearing the diamonds down prematurely. So patience is your friend. Just up and down until you get through your piece. There we go. Turn off my drill press. Clean off the piece. And we can see I had some blowout. I did it a little bit too fast. Got a little impatient myself because of the video. I didn't want to take a long time. And I went too fast and had some blowout there. Pretty big blowout, actually. So that's unfortunate. But I can grind this down and clean this up a little bit. It's a little thick anyway. But my top hole looks pretty good. I'm just going to have to go a little bit slower on the next one. So let's show you what one of the core drills in the small diameter core drills works like. So here we have our small diameter core drill. I'm going to do the same thing, going through this piece of glass, going to up and down motion, and try and be a little more patient this time. And again, you can see the ground glass coming up as I drill. And I know because I'm videoing, I am still being very impatient, and I apologize. I'm probably going to get a blowout on this one too. So try not to be as impatient as I am when you're drilling. You'll find you have a lot more success. There we went through. Cut that off. Wash my piece off again. And I got some more blowout, but not quite as bad as the last one. Still, I'm going to have to probably grind and polish this backside again to get past my blowout. But I got a pretty nice hole there. It works pretty nicely. So clean and easy. Very simple to get nice holes on your pieces. Let's see if I can clean this up a little bit and show you. I'm going to have some chipping on the upper side too. So hold on a second and I'll show you that. So you can see on the top, it's a little bit difficult to see because it is transparent, but I've got some chip out on the top and definitely some blowout on the back side here. Now that, I'm just going to have to grind and polish past that. That's not going to clean up that well for me with a diamond bit. But on the top side where you can see I've got a little chipping around there, that's where you could use something like this flame point to just put in your drill press and go into that hole a little bit, grind a little bit past that, and it'll give you a nice little beveled edge on the top of there. So that's where these little points come in handy, is clean up after you've done your small diameter hole in your glass. You can use these to clean up little imperfections like that. If you're impatient like me and you get a lot of blowout there, totally my fault for the most part. If it's small chips, these will fix it up with no problem. Big blowout like that, you're going to have a bigger issue. You're just going to have to live with it, or with my piece here, I'm just going to grind this side of this piece. It's a little thick anyway. Regrind and polish that, and it's going to clean it up just fine. But that's how you use our small diameter core drills and drills to make small holes in your glass pieces, not using diamond points, but using actual small diameter drills.